所以我们一起来欢迎 Mark 跟 Debbie 好吗 ？We welcome you.
Test. 你好吗？
我教他讲一句话，辛苦了，辛苦了。
I learned a new word today.
Go ahead.
辛苦啦。
Yeah, 辛苦了。Then you pat on their shoulder. 辛苦了，辛苦了。
辛苦啦。
Yeah, that's right.
I like this guy right here.
我很喜欢这个人，这个家伙。Yeah.
You like this guy too?
Yeah.
Oh, the best, the best.
非常好，非常好。
Yeah. Yeah, Jack and Annie and the girls were just family.
Jack, Annie 跟他们小孩就是我们的家人一样。
As the same thing with Impact.
跟 Impact 一样，就是我们的家人一般。
Family.
是我们的家人。
We've been friends for about 17 years.
大概16、17年的时间，我们是朋友了。
Some really good God times.
是神的时刻在我们当中非常的活跃的。
Yeah, right?
是的。
Yeah. All right. Well, I really appreciated this last song.
我真的很喜欢最后一首诗歌。
Because this is kind of the theme of what we're going to talk about
这是好
today.
像我们今天要来分享的这样子的一个主题。
I'm going to read the words.
我要来读神的话。
When oceans rise and thunders roar.
对不起，我要讲这是歌词当大海翻腾的时候，波涛汹涌。
I will soar with you.
我与你展翅上空。
Above the storm.
在天空当中展翅上
Father, you're
腾。
king over the flood.
因为你是在波涛汹涌当中仍然作王。
I'll be still and know that you are God.
我要安静，知道你仍然是神。
I want to talk about that a little bit this morning.
我要今天早上来讲一点有关这个的。
So if we're going to give this morning a title, let's call it this.
如果今天早上的主题是这个
Trials yield great trophies.
在我们的患难当中有能够得到极大的奖赏。
Is that true?
是吗？
If we add faith to it.
但是我们在有信心的话，这个就是成就的。
If the trials are on top of us, they can weigh us down into a dark place.
如果困难在我们头顶以上的话，会把我们压下来。
But we just sang the song
但是我们刚唱了这首歌，
that we're going to soar with God above the
我们要
trials.
跟上帝一起飞翔，经过那个患难。
So let's see if we can talk around that
那我们
subject
可以
a
来这
little
样子
bit.
讨论这个事情吗？
So we all went through a big trial recently.
我们最近都发生了很多的困难。
COVID.
COVID 这个冠状病毒。
And you in California were especially blessed.
在你们加州是特别受到祝福的。
Sorry.
对不起啊，你们太可怜了。
What did you do with COVID?
那你在这个病毒当中，你做了什么呢？
Did you get any gold out of it?
你有在这里达到你的目标吗？
Did you get any trophies out of it?
你有拿到金子吗？你有达到目标吗？
Did it work for you or against you?
这个病毒对你来讲是好的，还是来抵挡你的？
I hope it worked for you.
我希望它对你来讲是有帮助的。
You know, sadly,
很难过的是，
I had some pastor friends
我有一
that
些牧者朋友们，
during this time they got very discouraged and kind of got in trouble.
在这个时刻他们非常的软弱，而且甚至遭到很多麻烦。
And that was kind of disappointing
他们觉得非常沮丧，
because they weren't taking care of their heart
因为他们没有好好照顾他们的心灵。
when things were disruptive and stormy all
当
around.
事情在翻腾的时候，
I think a lot of people bought an extra membership in Netflix.
我相信很多人在 Netflix 上面增加了会员，很多啊。
Don't raise your hand.
不要举你的手 ，OK？ 如果你申请了 Netflix 的这样影集了，
And you binge watched Netflix for hours and hours and
你就
hours.
坐在那里看 Netflix 电视剧，看了很多个小时。
And sadly,
很难过的是，
all that does is kind of sap your soul energies away.
那就好像把你心灵里面的能量都把它吸干了。
Gives you temporary stimulation.
跟你暂时的享受而已。
Your mind gets distracted from the problems.
你的思想只是放在这里，你的困难还在的。
But it doesn't have any way of putting gold in you.
但是你没有把任何的这样子的计划放在你里面。
Job says in the book of Job,
在约伯书里面讲到说，
when I've come through the furnace of affliction,
当我经历过这样的苦难的时候，
I will come forth as pure gold.
我会经历过好像被这个金子一样被炼净。
So we came through trouble.
当我们经历了困难，
How'd it work for you?
那这困难对我们来讲有什么帮助吗？
Honestly,
诚实的说，
in our lives,
在我们的生命当中，
it's probably been the most spiritually productive and high growth time of our whole lives.
在这个2年当中的时候，是我们在属灵当中是最有产生力的、最宝贵的2年。
Literally, yes, it's true.
真的，
Literally, a new ministry focus emerged in
我
the
在一个
last 2
新的服
years.
事，在这2年当中就产生了。
We have a new website
我们
now.
有新的这个网站，
We have more connections around the country and the world than ever
我
before.
们在这当中的时候，我们连接了许许多多的教会界。
You see, politics and government put a muzzle on us.
虽然这个政治或者是这个政策把我们放这个捂住我们的嘴巴。
Some places said they couldn't meet together.
有些地方讲说你们根本不能聚会。
But then we all discovered Zoom.
但是我们就发现了有一个东西叫 Zoom 的视讯。
How many of you have used Zoom?
多少人用了 Zoom 的呢？
Okay, almost everybody.
几乎是每个人了。
2 years ago, I didn't know what Zoom was.
2年前我也不知道 Zoom 到底是什么东西。
But Zoom let us connect without politics and without government.
那 Zoom 就让我们连接其他的人，这不管是政策或是政府是怎么样，
So we could still nurture each other's hearts.
所以我们还能够彼此来鼓励，彼此来造就。
We could still receive.
我们还是可以领受
We，could still exercise and give.
我们还是可以在里面操练，然后给予出去。
So it's been a really rich time for
所以
us.
对我们来讲是非常丰盛的一个时刻。
You remember there was 2 guys in the book of Acts,
在使徒行传里面有2个人，
Paul and Silas.
保罗与希拉。
They got in trouble for preaching the gospel.
他们在传福音的时候就遇到麻烦了。
The government says you can't do that.
政府想说你不可以这么做啊，
So they beat him and put him in prison.
他们打了他，然后把他们放在监牢
They
里。
got him in chains.
他们在牢靠里面。
Oh, that can't be a good thing.
这不是很好的。
That's a bad hair day.
对我们来讲说，这好像头发出问题的意思，就很糟糕的一天。It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain that.
That's a bad day, right?
那是非常糟糕的一天呢。
Wrong.
不对的。
Because Paul and Silas weren't under their troubles.
虽然保罗跟这个希拉在这样子困难当中，
They rose above the storm.
但是他们跨越那个障碍，
They knew God was still king.
他们知道上帝仍然做王，
He was higher than the trouble.
上帝超过这样的
So
困
they
难，
just got on God's side.
他们就走到神的那一边。
The Bible says they started singing.
圣经告诉我们说，他们就开始唱歌敬拜。
So much praises going
他们
on.
很多的赞美啊，
An earthquake happened.
地震就发生了。
Broke all their chains off.
所有的铁链都被打
Broke the
开
prison doors
了。
open.
所有的那牢门都打开了，
Everybody could have escaped.
大家有可能都跑开。
Paul and Silas said, No, no, no,
但是
no.
保罗跟希拉讲说不要跑
The jailer came in.
这个狱卒来了。
He's probably about ready to kill himself because he's the one
那
responsible.
狱卒可能要把自杀了，因为他要负责任的。
Paul and Silas lead him to the Lord and his whole family.
保罗跟希拉把这样子的这个狱卒带领信主，全家都得救了。
This is a trophy.
这个是这个奖赏啊！
They came out of a trial.
他们从这样子的困
This
难当中走出来
is，gold
这个就是金子
that
啊，
came out of the fire.
就好像炼尽的金子一样。
Have you had any fire?
我们有火焰吗？
Have
有
you
困
had
难
any
吗？
trials?
有困难吗？有吗？
No. What about the rest of you? You never had any trials?
没有举手的，难道你都没有困难吗？
Have you had any trials?
你有遇到困难吗？
Yes. Have you had any fire?
但是有火来攻击你吗？
So we want to get the gold out of the fire
但是我们要从火焰当中把那个
and the
纯金拿
trophies
出
out
来
of。the trials.
那上帝要带领我们经历过这样的困难。阿门。
Let's turn to John 16:33.
我们打开约翰福音第16章
This is Jesus talking.
，John 16
Yep, 33.
33节。
You can read it if you like.
OK， 33节这里讲说，我将这些事告诉你们，要叫你们在里面有平安，在世上你们若有苦难，但你们可以放心，我已经胜过。
Now Jesus says, I tell you these things so that you'll have peace.
所以耶稣讲说，我告诉你们这些，所以你们能够有平安。
Now today, we're going to present something here so that you can have peace in your trials.
今天我们要来跟弟兄姐妹分享的，你明白之后，你就知道你在困难当中仍然有平安。
But you're going to have to believe it.
但是你需要来信靠，
You're going to have to activate it.
需要能够启动起
You're
来，
going to have to
你
engage.
需要能够参与在当中。
And if you do,
那如果你这么做的话，
you can conquer over your trials.
那你就能够经历过，然后胜过你的困难。
Jesus said, in this world, you will have trials.
耶稣已经讲得很清楚，在这个世上你会有苦难。
Now, you know,
那你知道吗？
I don't know why he had to say that.
我不知道耶稣为什么要这么说，
Because everything Jesus said came to pass, right?
因为耶稣所说的每一件事情都会发生，不是吗？
Why couldn't he have said, in this world, it's all going to be rosy?
那耶稣为什么不讲说，在这世上你都会觉得非常很舒适啊，
I
很
wish-
容易啊？
I wish he would have said
我
that.
希望耶稣会这么说啊，在世上很容易的。
He said, you're going to have trials.
但是耶稣讲说你会有
But
苦
the
难。
cool thing is, he's got a solution to it.
但是好的事情是因为他拿到了解决的方法，
He says, I've overcome those trials.
然后他讲说我已经胜过这些苦
I've
难了，
overcome the world.
我胜过这世界了。
Now,
现在。
you be of good cheer.
那你就放心了，
Take heart.
然后你就能够刚强起
Take
来
courage.，
要有勇气啊！
I'm the one that overcame.
我是已经胜过了。
If you get on my side of the problem, you
Ru-
can overcome
如
too.
果你来到我的这一边，不是在困难那边，你就会得胜那个困难。
You see, there are two sides to every problem.
你知道有一个问题有两面的，
So let's say there's a problem right here.
如果这里是有问题在那边，
Over on this side is kind of the purely human response.
在那边呢是人的反应。
Oh, this is terrible.
那这个困难在这啊，这个很糟糕啊，
Oh, this is going to be bad.
哦，这个是很完蛋了。
I don't know if we'll ever make it
哦，
through.
我不知道我们能不能够活下来。
Now let's go over on the God side.
那在困难的另外一边，来到上帝这边，
This is the problem,
这是问题
and this is the God side.
啊，这是上帝的一边
God。says, I've overcome that problem.
但是上帝说，我已经胜过
I
这个
got
困
an
难，
answer for you.
我已经有答案了。
I can make that problem come out to gold for
哦
you.
我能够让这个困难能够离开的。
I can make you a winner.
那我要使你成为一个得胜者。
Now, which side are we going to stand on?
那我们现在要站在哪一边呢？
The human side?
是人为的思想呢？
Oh, it's dark. It's
哦，
bad.
很黑暗啊，糟糕了。
Oh, God's got an answer.
哦，这是上帝会回答我们的任何一切问题。
So let me tell you a little story.
那我告诉你一个故事，
This was with Debbie and I about 3 to 4 years ago.
大概3、4年前，Debbie 跟我，
I had just remodeled our kitchen in our
我
home.
们就在我们的这个厨房重新的装修一次了。
We left and went on a ministry trip for 5 days.
我们去5天的这样的服侍。
On our way back, we were in Dallas, Texas airport,
我们回来的时候，我们在德州的达拉斯机场。
and our son called us on FaceTime.
那我的儿子就用 FaceTime 打电话给我
He
们
says, Dad, Dad, Dad,
爸爸，
there's rain in the basement of our house.
在我们家里面地下室有下雨啊，
That's not supposed to be like that.
那不应该这样子的。
No, mayo, mayo.
没有。
So what had happened is a plumbing pipe had burst in our kitchen.
因为在我们的厨房里面的这样子的水管爆了，
So it had gone under all the layers of floor
所以这个每一层的这个地板，
and through all the ceilings in the basement.
都渗入了，然后到地下室的天花板也都渗
And it
入了，
looked like a rainforest
就
down
好
in
像
the
在
basement.
下雨一样。
It was so bad, I said, don't even worry about it,
那我
John.
这很糟糕，我说算，不要担心
You can't do a thing about it right now.
现在我们没有办法做什么，
Just go turn the water off and I'll be home in 6 hours.
就把这水源关掉，我在6个小时就回家了。
I got there and it was bad.
我回家的时候很糟糕啊，
But listen to this.
但是听的，
We were still sitting in the airport.
那我们还是在机场。
And of course, there's the natural response that says, oh no.
当我们的自然的反应就是糟糕了。
And of course, that's natural, that's normal.
当然这个是很正常的，
But something rose up inside of me.
但是在我里面有一个东西升上来，
And this is what I want to encourage you
这
with.
是我要鼓励你们的。
I says, hold on just a minute.
我就说暂停一下，
Before we go down a swirl into a dark pool of
那
discouragement,
我们与其我们这样子被漩涡转进去那个很绝望的这样子的地步，
let's coach our hearts into faith.
那我们要来训练我们的心，要来经历上帝的信心。
How are we going to do that?
我们要怎么做呢？
I said, I'm going to have to remind myself of all the trials in the past that yielded gold.
那我要来提醒我自己，我过往曾经经历过这样子的苦难，我从烈火当中出来，成为精金的这样的经历。
So I asked us sitting there at the table,
我们就坐在这样子的座位上的时候，
have we ever had any trials?
我讲说我们有一些苦难吗？
We all raised our hand a while
每
ago,
个人都有苦难吗？不是吗？
right? Yep.
Yeah.
Have any of those trials ever yielded trophies?
那在我们的这些困难当中，有没有使我们得着奖赏呢？
Have good things come out of those trials?
有好的东西从这样子的苦难走出来呢？有没有
Have？good things come out of most of your trials?
我相信有好的东西能够从我们生命当中这些苦难能够产生出来的。
I would say yes.
我会说是的。
Either in the natural circumstances it yield good things,
虽然可能是在自然界当中所发生的一些困难的事情，让我们产生一些好的结果。
or in my way that I view life or view God,
可能是我怎么样去观看这个人生或观看上帝。
I've got new installments of understanding how
我有一个
God takes care of me.
有一个对上帝对我们祝福的一个新的认知。
So we've gotten gold out of those trials.
所以我们从这些苦难当中得着这个金子一
So I
般。
said this,
所以我这么说，
why would this trial be any different?
所以我就问说，这个苦难跟以前的苦难有什么不同吗？
Next time you have a trial, ask yourself the same question.
下一次你苦难的时候，你问你自己一个问题：你现在的苦难跟以前的苦难有什么不同吗？
Let's see, have I ever had a trial?
我问自己，我有没有曾经有苦难呢？
Yeah.
是的。
Have those trials ever yielded any trophies?
我就问自己，我这样子的苦难有没有让我有产生一些好的果子出来
Yes.
得着一些奖赏？是的。
Well then, why would this trial be any different?
所以我就问我自己，那这样子的苦难跟之前有什么不同吗？
You see, what we want to do is get out of discouragement into
所以我
encouragement.
们要做的就是，我们从一个沮丧当中要进入到一个被鼓励，
And we want to get out of fear into faith.
我们要从这样子恐惧当中进入到一个信心里面，
We want to get out of human perspective into God's
我们要从
perspective.
这样人的观点出来，要进入到神的观点。
And so I said this.
所以我这么说，
The world says when life serves you lemons, make lemonade, right?
就好像我们常常听到这样子的格言，就是当这个人生当中给你丢一个柠檬，你把它做成柠檬水嘛，柠檬汁
Right.
是吗？
Okay. But that applies to the world.
那这个在世界上是这样子的运作
We're
的。
sons and daughters of God.
那我们是神的儿女，
So we get something better than
那
lemonade.
我们得到了比柠檬汁更好的东
I
西，不是
said,
吗？
so we're going after lemon cream pie.
我们要讲说，我们要做成柠檬的派啊。
Debbie and I continue reminding each other, we're going after lemon cream pie.
然后Debbie 跟我就彼此来提醒自己，我们要做的不只是柠檬汁，我们要做的是柠檬派。
What was so cool
所以我们很酷的是一件事，
is that the insurance company paid us more money than I would have paid
这个
us.
保险公司给我们的这样子赔偿，比我们自己能够得到的更多。
They were over the top.
是超过我们所想的。
We stayed in a hotel for 57 nights.
我们住在 hotel 里面住到57天呢，都不用钱。
We got to bring our grandchildren and sleep with us.
我们的孙女跟我们在一起。
Just jacuzzi and swimming pool
这
time.
是游泳池啊，有 jacuzzi 可以使用啊，多好啊！
Hot breakfast every
每
morning.
天早上都有免费的早餐。
We began praying for the staff, and they would cry, and then
Oh,
they'd bring their
but-
children and pray for them too.
我们就在那个 hotel 里面为这里面的工作人员祷告，他们流泪，把他们的家人也带来，我们为他们祷告。
A little lemon cream pie.
记不记得这个柠檬派呢？
But wait, there's more.
等一下还有更多。
In our basement, we always wanted to have a bathroom.
在我们的地下室，我们一直希望能够有个厕所。
Never had one because we didn't want all the mess and fuss.
我们没有这么做，是因为我们不想太复杂、太麻烦。
But there was more than enough money to build a full bathroom in our basement.
居然因为这个事情之后呢，我们有足够的钱，然后在那个里盖一个厕所，一个完全备的厕所。
So we came out better than we started.
那我们从这当中出来是比我们之前更好的。
Life gave us lemons, and we got lemonade and even lemon cream pie.
这个人生给我们丢这种柠檬，但是我们做了柠檬汁、柠檬派、柠檬一大堆的东西。
Everybody say lemon cream pie.
大家讲 lemon cream pie 柠檬派。
That's what you're going to say the next time you have a
当
trial.
你下次遇到困难的时候，你要对他讲说柠檬派。 啊！
God's going to make lemon cream pie
你
out
下
of
次
this.
讲说遇到困难的时候，上帝要把变成柠檬派、柠檬汁，所有柠檬的产品，
Okay?
可以吗？
Let's take a look at Isaiah 60.
我们看一下以赛亚书60章。
Oh, this is fun.
哦，这太好玩了。
We're going to talk ourselves into faith if we're not careful.
OK， 我们要跟以赛亚讲，叫他有信心呢。
1 through 3.
OK， 以赛亚书60章第1节到第3节，兴起发光，因为你的光已经来到，耶和华的荣耀发现照耀你。看啊，黑暗遮盖大地，幽暗遮盖万民，耶和华却要显现照耀你，他的荣耀要显在你的身上。耶和华万国要来救你的光，君王要来救你发现的光辉。
You guys ready to rise and shine?
你们要兴起发光了吗？
Yeah. Now, let's just take a look at this little context here.
那我们来看一下这里面的内容。
Verse 2.
第2节。
When are we supposed to shine?
什么时候我们要发光呢？在以赛亚书第60章，
There's darkness all around.
在一个最黑暗的时刻啊！
Oh no, it's so dark in this
哇，
world.
这个世上好黑暗啊，好黑暗啊！
Oh, the devil's big,
哦，仇敌好大，
and I don't know where God
哦，我
is.
不知道上帝在哪里啊！
It's just me against the world.
哦，只有我来抗衡世界啊
And！the whole thing's probably going down.
哦，我大概可能会被毁坏的。
Now, that could be our human
那
response.
可能是我们人文的一个想法。
Isaiah says there's
Isaiah 说，
lots of darkness there.
以赛亚讲说，这非常多的黑暗啊！
But you and me, we don't let that phase
但
us.
是我们不让这个来阻止我们。
We say, oh,
我们
this
说
is
哇，
our time to
哦，这
shine.
是太好了，是我们发光的时刻啦！
I'm ready to shine.
哦，我预备好要发光了。
For the glory of the Lord has arisen upon
因
you.
为神的荣光要在你身上显明出来
When is a light most noticeable?
啊！这光是什么时候能够最被显明出来的呢？
When it's darkest.
当非常黑暗的时候。
I think God knows something here.
我觉得上帝好像懂一
I
点
think
东
He's
西啊！
trying to get us to have a new mind about this stuff.
啊，我觉得上帝要告诉我们，我们要有个更新的思想
Instead of being overcome with life,
哦。与其是被这个人生给征服了
He，says, step right on over here,
但是我们说跳跃到神的这一方面，
and you'll be the world changer.
那你就能够改变这个世界。
Yeah. Years ago,
几年前
my father-in-law had a pastor friend who was wrongly implicated and had to go to prison.
哦，我的这个岳父呢，他的朋友也是个牧师，他被误会的进了监牢。
He was a pastor, good guy,
他是个牧师，好的人，
trying to do kingdom stuff.
他希望能够做神国的一些事情
It didn't sound like a good thing to go to prison.
啊。对他来讲，好像去监牢是不怎么好的事情啊
A。couple of years later, though,
在几年之后呢，
the pastor says, my life has never been so alive in God.
那他讲说，我的人生从来没有这么活跃了。
He's leading Bible studies,
他在查考圣经
leading people to the Lord.
带领人家查考圣经，然后带
A
领信
little
主。
mini revival broke out
哦，
in
在那
the
个地方有一些
prison.
复兴，在监狱里面有复兴。
He decided in the darkest time of his life
他说，在他最黑暗的时刻的时候，
that God must have a plan.
那上帝一定有他的计划呀。
And God's plan is superior to the devil's
那
plan.
上帝的计划一定是胜过仇敌的计划的。
So he began to let his light shine.
所以我要让我的光来发射出来。
What do you say? We just make the devil sorry that he ever caused any trouble for us.
那我们要让仇敌感觉到非常不幸的，因为他制造困难给我们，但是我们在那里发亮发光啊。
The devil says, I'm not going to do that
我们
again.
要让仇敌后悔他给我们的这些困难，因为从这些困难当中，我们让上帝的光显
You
露
took
出
my
来，
trouble and you turned it into glory to God.
让他以为他把困难给我们，但是这困难因为我们胜过的时候，变成上帝的荣耀。
So what is your first response when you have a trial?
所以当你有些试探的试炼的时候，你的第一个反应是什么？
Really, ask yourself.
你来问看看你自己，遇到困难的时候，你第一个反应是什么？
Is it, oh no?
哦，是哦 no，
Or
还是
is it, oh boy? Oh boy.
哦，还是这样哇？搓着手啊，我预备好了，
Which is it?
哪一个呢？
Oh
哪一个？
no?
哦 no，完
Oh
蛋了！
boy.
哦，太好了，预备好了。
Come on. This is where our gospel, where our religion becomes effective to
那就
us.
是我们的信仰在这个时刻会变成是个真实性的，是有影响力的。
This is where the rubber meets the road, as
这
they
就好
say.
像说是在这个轮胎这个遇到这个地板的时候，真的有冲劲了。
So we preach a good gospel.
那我们的宣扬主的
We
福
say we
音，
believe a good
我们
gospel.
相信这是神的福音。
Does it actually change us?
那但是这福音真的改变了我们吗？
So we're going to, at times, have to just get a hold of our mind.
那我们需要来告诉我们的思想，我们要怎么样去思
Mind,
考？
you can't take me down into the dark swirl of discouragement.
我的思想啊，我的思维啊，你不能把我带入到那个陷阱当中。
I'm going to take every thought captive.
我要把这所有的思想，把这样的所有的思考，把它抓住。
God's the winner man.
上帝是那得胜者，
And the truth is, you are too,
同样的你也是，
more than you realize.
超过你所想象的。
Probably the only reason we fail or that we fall into those deep, dark discouragement times
有些原因我们会为什么跌入这样子的黑暗的陷阱跟深渊当中？
is because we agree with the devil.
因为我们同意仇敌做的事情。
The devil just temporarily blinds us to the goodness of God.
因为仇敌暂时的把我们眼睛蒙蔽了，让我们看不到神的恩典良善
He。says, this reality
他
is
讲-
your
他说
reality.
这个才是你的真实。
And we say, well, okay, devil, I guess you're right.
那我们就会同意仇敌说的，哦，OK，我认为你是对的，仇敌。
And God's like, no, 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 no.
上帝说不对，不对，不对，过来，过来，
I've already taken care of that issue.
我已经处理过这样的问题了，
Get on my side.
来到我这边。
You see, on the cross, Jesus said 3 little words.
在十字架上，耶稣说了这几个字
No, he said some other words too, but I want to highlight 3
他
words.
说了很多的不一样的东西，但是我要讲出这几个字，
It is finished.
成了。
That means one
Two
word.
words in Chinese. If you simplify it, it's finished.
That's right.
2 words. 成了。
Good job. Singular.
辛苦了
Okay, so it is finished.
成了。
What that means is Jesus has accomplished everything that you and I need pertaining to life and godliness.
这告诉我们的意思就是说，这已经完成了我们需要来到神面前里面得胜的跟所有一切的东西。
He went to the cross,
他
hung
上
there
了
for you and me,
他上在十字架，为了你我
Shed his
钉在上面，他流了他的血，
paid all the costs
把所有的债都付
so
了，
that you and I could live victorious.
所以你跟我能够活那得胜的生活。
And now he says it's finished.
他说成了。
Now the devil says, no, my troubles are bigger than what Jesus took care of.
但是仇敌常常告诉我们说，我是这个困难是比耶稣给我们的这样成了还要更大的。
Our response should be, get thee behind me, devil,
那我们的回应该说，仇敌啊，退后而去吧，
because Jesus took care of it all.
因为耶稣已经完成了。
I'll give you another story.
我给你另外一个故事。
About 5 or 6 years ago, our little grandson, Asher, had a medical emergency.
5、6年前，我的一个孙子 Asher， 他有一个这个紧急的事情，
Right about here in his spinal column, there was some kind of infection,
在这样子脊椎上面的地方有一个感染，
and it rendered his arms on both sides immobilized from his shoulders to his fingers.
他的手就麻痹，没有办法动，从肩膀到手肩，
They just hung there.
他就是
How old was he?
这样子，没办法动，
He was 13
他就
months old.
13个月大而已，
So he's paralyzed from
他
here
就
to
是
here.
全身就是麻痹的，没办法动。
So his daddy took him to the emergency room.
他的爸爸就是我儿子，把他带到这个救急
They
室，
did all kinds of tests.
他们做了非常多的诊断。
I showed up that next morning with,
那我隔天早上去到医院，
and we just had a little family talk.
我们就在家庭的一个会议。
I said, guys, I don't know what's going down
我说
exactly.
上帝啊，我不知道这里到底发生什么样的事情，
And I don't know the details to how this is going to work out.
我不知道这细节我们要怎么样去来解决，
But I do know the ultimate outcome.
但是我知道最终结果是什么。
God is going to work good out of this.
上帝会这个环境当中展现他的良善出来
And，this little boy will be normal.
那这个孩子会恢复正常。
They went through all kinds of tests and they could not come up with a diagnosis.
他们这个孩子经过非常多的测试，他们没有办法有一个正确的诊断。
But I said, I coached my mind.
那但是我告诉我的思想说，
Remember, take every thought captive.
叫我们把所有的思维、所有的思想都要抓住。
I said, have I ever had a trial?
我问我自己，我曾经有遇到困难吗？
Yeah.
是的，
Have any of those trials ever yielded trophies?
在我这些困难当中，我经历过的有没有得到一些
Yes.
奖励呢、奖赏呢？
Then why would this one be any different?
那我问我自己说，如果是的话，那这个有什么不同呢？
You see, work yourself into faith
那我要从这个困难当中要走进到信心里面，
by taking every thought captive.
把所有的思维我们都抓住。
Agree with this more than your problem.
我们要与神的话来同样的赞成他的话，
Agree with God more than the devil.
我们要来赞成神的话胜过仇敌的话。
Step into the light rather than the
我们要
darkness.
进入到光明，而不是躲在这黑暗当中。
So what was it, 19 days?
大概19天，大概19天
I
左
think it was
右。
about 19 days, and our son saw our grandson, his little finger just went about
19
like
天之
that.
后，大概我的儿子就看到我的孙子的指头开始在动了。
Woo-hoo.
我说哇，是的，是的，
We already had faith, but when we saw that first flicker of the first finger,
我
we
们都有
knew
信心，但是当我们看到他的手指头开始在动的时候，我们更加信心增长了。
that was our first breakthrough.
那是我们第一个突破。
That little guy, he rides bikes now,
我们那个孙子那个家伙现在开始在骑脚踏车啦，没问题。
climbs into his tree
他
house.
爬到他的树上的房
He
子啊。
hangs on to ropes in his rope swing.
他就这样子荡秋千呐。
He's just probably 95% normal now.
他现在大概95%是正常了。
A little bit of lack of mobility in the ends of his fingers.
在他的这个指尖的地方，还是有一点点没有办法去动，
He'll get it back.
但是我相信他会得着的。
But you see, I had to coach my mind.
那你要要明白，就是我需要来训练我的思维
And now we got a great son and daughter-in-law.
啊。我的儿子跟我的媳妇都非常棒，
And they would have done good with it also.
那他们也会做得非常好的。
But when Grandpa
但是当爷爷的我，
speaks in and walks into it with faith,
当爷爷进入到这个房间里面，带着信心进来的时候，
it helps establish more faith in the
那
whole
就
family.
会建立起来这样子的一个信心的气氛。
You see, what we're talking about here is not just for your joy and victory,
那不是单单你的喜乐或者你的得胜，
but for many others are watching you and need to see how you are victorious.
那比其他人也要看到你是不是得胜，他们在看你的生命怎么样见证的，
They want to see how you win your battles.
他们要看你怎么得胜这样子的战役的。
You ever sing a song up here that says, "This is how I win my
你
battles"?
有没有唱过这首歌？这是我们如何得胜的呢？
Yeah. Well, this is one way to win our battles.
这个是我们一个得胜的一个方法之一。
So I've got to coach myself into faith.
我需要来训练我自己，走到信心里面。
What are you going to do the next time you got a trial?
当你下次遇到困难的时候，你会怎么做呢
Oh no.
？Oh no,
Or oh boy.
I'm not a biologist. Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh yes,
You.
I sneak in. 辛苦了，辛苦了。
Oh, this is fun.
All right.
You're going to say, "Oh boy.
我们讲说啊，可以了，我准备好了。
This is another golden opportunity for God to work a trophy."
啊，这个是上帝给我一个机会，能够得着这样子的奖赏，
Right?
是吗？
Raise your hand if that's what your response is going to be.
你的反应是这样子的吗？
Now, I expect that you will probably have some situation that you'll have to come to terms with this probably today.
我相信你会在你人生当中会遇到这样的困难，而且你要做一些决定啊。可能今天你要做这些决定，
Because Jesus said in this world you're going to have
因为
trials.
耶稣告诉我们说，在世上你一定有苦难，一定的。
But be of good cheer.
但是你要有信心，要鼓励你啊，
So what are you going to choose?
要喜乐，你要选择什么呢？
Oh boy.
哦，预备好了，摩拳擦掌啊！
Okay, if you don't mind, put your hands on your eyes.
你不介意的话，把你的手放在你眼睛上面。
The reason I want to say to do this is because we need new perspective.
因为我这么说，是因为我们需要新的观点。
So I want to speak blessing over my eyes and over your eyes,
我来祝福我的眼睛，也祝福你的眼睛。
that we will see from God's view
我们要看见神的观点，
which will create new faith in our hearts.
从神的观点来看，我们就建造那我们一个信心在里面。
So Lord, now I bless our eyes to see with eyes of faith.
祝福我们的眼睛，我们可以看见有这样信心的眼
To
见。
believe that your word is more true than the trouble.
知道你的话语是比那些困难还要真实的。
You're the superior truth in our life.
你是在我们生命当中绝对的真理。
I bless my eyes to see from your vantage point.
我要祝福我的眼睛，从你的观点当中、你的眼见当中来
And one more
来
thing,
观看。
put your hand on your heart.
然后把你的手放在你的胸前、你的
I
心上。
bless my heart to have good responses,
我祝福我的心有这样子对的反应。
and that faith will cause me to say, "Oh boy!"
那信心会让我告诉我自己，我摩拳擦掌，准备好了。
And Lord, we commit these things to your care.
我要说，主啊，我们奉耶稣的名要来祝福。Sure.
Is Andy-
Andy
is
and
Andy
who was
here?
on the key?
Yeah, maybe just Andy or whatever.
Andy, okay.
It's easy.
He was on the key.
Yeah. Let me just quote this chorus one more time.
我要再跟弟兄姐妹来讲这个。
When the oceans rise and the thunders roar,
这个歌词讲说，当大海翻腾、波涛汹涌的时候，
what am I going to do?
我要做什么呢？
I'm going to soar with you above the storm.
我要与你展翅上腾。
Why can I do this?
我为什么能够这么做呢？
Because, Father, you're king over the flood.
因为主啊，你是风暴的掌管风暴的上帝。
So what's my response going to be?
我的反应要是什么呢？
I'm going to be still
我要安静，
and know that you're God.
我要安静，知道你是神。
And you're going to work a trophy out of
那你要
this.
在这过程当中要得胜，而且得着冠冕。
So if you don't mind, Andy, just lead us in that chorus once or twice. Oh yeah, be still, know you are God. Now may the peace of the Lord Jesus Christ rest upon you.
耶稣基督的恩惠跟他的慈爱降临在你身上，
May new faith arise in your hearts.
有新的信心要从你当中升起，
May new courage rise to face your
有
trials.
新的勇气起来，让你面对困难。
And may many trophies come out of your trials.
当你的困难经过的时候，有许多的奖赏。
And may your life look golden because of how God brings gold out of your troubles.
因为当你经过困难的时候，你的生命要显露出神火焰试验出来的金子。
I bless you with victories
我要祝福你有得胜，
and overcoming because you are overcomers.
有个得胜的恩膏在里面，因为你是得胜者。
And everybody said,
大家说
Amen. God bless you.
当大海，当大海。